As I am melting away in this heat in Minnesota, I got my Sonnets Makers box and the colors are totally my vibe. I cannot wait to share the projects I have done with you. So let's just jump right in. For project number one, I'm taking an old tin that I got from a free pile at a yard sale, and we are taking some of the fusion paint. Let me look it up here while I am talking, and we're going to give this two good coats along with the lid as well. And while I'm painting this, let me introduce myself. My name is Sandra. I'm the owner and creator here at Midwest Charm. I specialize in repurposed, upcycled vintage home decor as well as all of your DIY needs. You can find me on all the social medias. You can find me on my website, midwestcharm.co, which is also where you can find these products. And you can also find me at the Pink Squirrel in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. So what I'm doing here is taking one of the papers and I cut it down to the size I wanted. I'm using some liquid patina. I applied that. I laid down my piece of paper and then I smoothed it all out, and then I am going over the top, smoothing it out, and then we're going to go ahead and set the side to completely dry. It is so very important that this is completely dry before we move on to the next steps. For this project, we are using Chateau by Fusion, and we are using Bluebird Co. by Roycycled Decoupage paper. I am now taking out my finger sander, and in that downward motion, I am going along the edge of the tin where any excess paper may be. And as you can see, it just peels right off, and we are ready for a final seal. And y'all, this piece is done. Next up, we are taking an old bottle that I found, and we are going to be using the same Chateau by Fusion, and we're going to be using the Painted Photographer's Bohemian Bluebird. I am taking the wet paintbrush with water, and we are going over this, and so it can just give it a really nice organic edge to it. As you see that I will get right here, it just pops right out. We're going to put two coats of that Chateau paint onto this bottle, let it dry completely, and then you'll see me taking that same liquid patina and going over the back of my piece. And I am going to go ahead and put this onto my bottle. And then once I have it applied where I want to, I smooth it down with my brush. But then I do take that same liquid patina and go over the whole bottle. While Fusion Paint does have a sealer in it, I wanted to make sure that it had the same sheen across the whole piece. So putting that top coat of the liquid patina across the whole bottle was important to me. So I went in and gave that a quick seal, and then I'm going to take out my DIY Decrepit Dust. Now, this is not in your box, but I do sell this on the website. And I'm just going to dip my brush in and then tap it along the bottle to help it give it some age spots. And then I'm also going to take that brush and rub it along the edge of where the paper meets the bottle just to give it some age there. So it looks like that label has always been on there. This is going to make a perfect vase. For project number three, I actually had a tiered tray that was broken, and I took apart the wood rounds. One of them went to my friend Shelly for our Flippin' Frenzy video, which will be up next week, and the other one I kept. And I am going to go in with this Chateau paint, and I'm going to give this two coats. This is raw wood, so it is definitely soaking up that paint. And then we are going to be taking the other paper by Royce, which happens to be called, let me look it up, Aviary Archives Masterboard. And I picked the piece with the butterflies. If y'all remember the last time she came out with one of these papers with those stacked butterflies, I think every one of us on the creative team managed to use those three butterflies in our project. It was crazy, but they were calling to me because of the colors that are in these guys. So I am going to go ahead and get this applied down the same way we applied everything else. We are going to use that liquid patina and put that on our board. And then I'm going to smooth out my piece on top of that with my brush. Now these papers are so gorgeous this time. I'm telling you, the colors are stunning in both Connie's papers and Royce's. I am quite obsessed. I am going to take my finger sander again and go around the edge, and we're just going to go in that downward motion and then go back in and pop this paper right off. I am going to go in with that same Chateau paint and give it 2 coats on the bottom. You'll see in the quick flip here. I did not do the little feet. For project 4, I found these wood house blocks, or actually building blocks, at the bins in Appleton when we went out to go visit Sonnet in May. And they've just been sitting here. So I decided to take these out because I thought they would be the perfect finishing piece to my vignette. I'm going to take a sander and sand off all of that paint on these. And then I'm just taking 2 of these buildings and painting them in the Bohemian blue. I am doing 2 of them in Gravel Road, and I am doing 1 of them in, what is the other color from? It is, oh no, I just did Chateau. I did not use the Liberty Blue by Fusion this time, but let me tell you, I am doing other projects with these same colors because I'm totally obsessed with them. I am not going to lie. They are fabulous. So each piece of these is going to get 2 coats because, yes, it is pretty much dry wood at this point. And I do go in and distress these. And I do this before my next step, which I'm going to just be pulling out my transfer scraps. I have been saving them for exactly this moment. These are so good, even those little bits and pieces for filler on these. And I'm just going to go in and put florals on all of these little houses, these different types of homes. I do throw a bug or 2 or a butterfly in on these too. And I'm just doing one side so that you do have the option of using one side plain or the other side with the florals. And while I am doing this, I do end up going back in and sealing these with the liquid patina to make sure they are completely sealed in, because the DIY paint has to be sealed in, and so do these transfers. So I do get these all sealed up, and then I do want to go back over these with some dark wax. I have not done that yet, but I want those little bits of wood that are peeking through to look just as aged as the blocks do with the distressing. And then I also, I lost my train of thought, y'all. I don't know. Now that I've completely lost my train of thought, let's get back into our project. I am just going to finish all of these up. These make amazing little shelf sitters. You can use them in singles and multiples. I just thought they were the perfect addition to the little vignette I was building with all of these amazing things that we got from our maker's box. Y'all, let me tell you, the benefit of this box is huge. So not only are you getting 5 different paint samples. I didn't use my sweet pickings this go round either. I do have a plan for it though, which I will hopefully get on video. But you get all these papers as well, and I have so many pieces left that I can do so many more things. So this is so worth the money you are investing into your maker's box. And if you want to get on that wait list for it, I have a link below which allows you to bypass any sort of wait list, and you'll get right in on next month's box. Once you're in there, you can always order extra papers that come in the boxes. It's an amazing, fantastic subscription, and I highly recommend them. So let's get these finished up, y'all. I am so thrilled with these. I cannot wait to share the final my final pictures with you. They turned out so good. So please follow through to the very end to see these finished products and let me know which one was your favorite. What did you think? Which item was your favorite? I had so much fun doing this between the Bluebirds and all of those beautiful coordinating colors. I just can't get over it. I actually have used more of that paint for projects other than what I showed in this video. So I'm really in love with this one, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate it. And please give this video a like, subscribe, share, all the things that you can do for free that help me. And we will see you all next time. Bye.